Hi everybody, welcome to Perfumes. Today we are going to talk about a new brand for me, which is named, I think that's the way you pronounce it, Perroy or Perroy. Anyway, I guess Perroy. So here we have the perfumes. Let's go through them. If you know the brand, let me know. Usual stuff. Okay, so let's start from this one. This is BLUEFOREST, which I think the name is giving away what this is about. So I already sprayed, of course, all of them. I already tested them. I already also recorded the Italian video, so which I publish on my other channel. So this is your classical woody kind of patchouli spicy perfume, earthy perfume. So this is for me spicy, earthy, woody. On the website they're not talking about the patchouli, they're not talking about the earthy aspect, but I smell it. So they're saying spicy woods, elegant, strongly fresh, a classic that has been reinvented, a classic perfume that's been reinvented. To my nose, I don't smell a lot of innovation on this profile. To me, I smell plenty of them. I'm thinking now, if you smelled the Vetiver by Jean-Claude Lena for the Le Couvent brand, his own brand, you know, Jean-Claude Lena is the kind of owner or nose behind Le Couvent. He's the artistic director there. So the Vetiver that he has done in the high-cost collection, which is still 100 milliliters, around 150, 180 euros. Prices are skyrocketing this day, but anyway. This is very similar, I think. It's not the same, it's not a dupe. This is more classic, that's what I meant to say. So I think the Elena version is way more modern. That's a reinvented version of this profile, in my opinion, but yeah. So this is essentially spicy woods with some earthy touches, in my opinion. Then we have Tangerine Pearl. So this one, I'm gonna tell you what I smell in here. I smell Fanta. You know Fanta by the Coke company? This thing. So it's grapefruit. So the notes that they declare are ginger, grapefruit, and some other notes that I'm gonna check now that I don't remember, but to me it smells like Fanta, nothing else, nothing more. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Iris, yes, okay, yes, I can tell you, I mean, all in all, it smells like Fanta. Think you're spilling Fanta on your skin and that's it. It's less sweet than Fanta, and there's this slightly powdery veil that comes from iris, but you really have to think about it. What else is in here? I mean, the first impression is really like Fanta. A Fanta veil on you. Yeah. It opens up that is more like clementine than but not really a realistic clementine. And then it gets into Fanta. Yes, it's really Fanta. I don't like this one, to be honest with you. I used to drink a lot of Fanta as a kid, but yeah, no, not as a perfume. So here we have PINKFIRE. PINKFIRE is this kind of ambery, kind of with some Middle Eastern touches type of perfume. The very first note that I recognized without even looking at the notes breakdown, it's been raspberry. So that's kind of evident in the opening. Right, so here you have pomegranate. Oh, now I'm looking at raspberries and amber woods. So what I smell is a fruity perfume that is reminding me of, this profile has been done before many times. It's this kind of a fruity profile with Middle Eastern touches. Maybe there is some saffron, there are some leathery touches from the saffron, and maybe also, you know, a separate leathery note. It's not very leathery, but there's some hint of animalic, but not really, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I've smelled it many times, so yeah, it's nice, it's pleasant, it's well done, but nothing too special in my books. So then we have GOLDFAWN. So this is an amber perfume, but I mean, like, it smells gourmand more than anything else. And yeah, so let me read you the notes. And then I'll tell you what I smell. It says sandalwood, vanilla, and cedar wood. It looks, from the notes, it may look like it's way more woody than it actually is. For me, it's like a tonka bean, vanillic tonka bean, sweet and very, very mellowed out sandalwood. So they talk of caramel macchiato with an extra topping of amber and sandalwood. And I think that makes sense. It's not, that doesn't smell like coffee anyway. And then you have, yeah, they say that it's both gourmand and powerful. So it's an amber, it's vanillic woods. They talk about spices. I don't smell any strong spice. Maybe, if anything, in the opening you could smell something that could be white pepper or green pepper. You know, these very delicate peppers that French cuisine uses in, you know, these very delicate sauces that they pair with the fish. So yeah, we are talking about that. And then sandalwood, gourmand sandalwood, which I agree, totally agree with. Yeah, what you're gonna smell is really, I don't smell the macchiato in here. There's no coffee whatsoever. It's tonka bean, vanillic tonka bean, and some sandalwood. That's all. It's very nice. This is actually one that, even if this type of profile has been done many times, I think this is very nice because it's more gourmand than other interpretations of vanillic, sandalwood, fava tonka, tonka bean type of profiles. I think it's not very sweet, not at all. I think it's more like soft and vanillic, but not really sweet. I don't feel like sugar in here. And it's almost cloudy. I like this one. It's a nice amber. It's a very modern one. It's a gourmand amber without being gluey. You know what I mean? So I really like this one for it in its own category. You know, it's not my favorite category, but I like this one. I have many for the fall season tonka bean perfumes. Sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla. You know, but I like this one. It's very delicate. It's kind of delicate while being a gourmand perfume, and it's not very sweet, which, you know, not so common. Then we have Ivory Sky. Ivory Sky is essentially, to me, opens ozonic, and then it goes into this kind of clean type of thing. So essentially this is like sandalwood again, vetiver, and bergamot as main notes, and it's cloudy. You know, it is kind of very almost powdery and creamy, powdery as creamy powder. It's a clean perfume, slightly sweet, cloudy, powdery. Yeah, sweet, cloudy, powdery type of perfume with this opening that I find to be ozonic, but they don't declare that, so maybe it's just my imagination. Then here you have AZUREBLUSH, which despite of the name, this is totally a Delina dupe. Yeah, there's nothing else. Also the declared notes are matching, the three main declared notes are matching the Delina profile. By the way, at least in Europe, you can get the 15 milliliter of, so half ounce of these perfumes for 25 euros. The full size, the 100 milliliters, is 120 euros, and the 50 milliliters is 80 euros. I didn't talk prices, but I think they're reasonably priced, and they're nice scents. You know, like some of them, they're more beautiful to my nose. Some others maybe are already done, but yeah, in general, these are well done perfumes. Then we have Mahoganysun, which this is one of the two that I like the most. So this one and the Blonde Purple, I think, are the best to my nose. So let's talk about this. The name suggests something that is woody and also sunny, and I think this is a good name for this perfume. I'm smelling the dry down again, even if, as I told you, I already smelled it at least, this is the third time. So they call it a floral vanilla. Oh, floral vanilla. Sorry, I'm reading in French. Yeah. There's tiare flower, which you can smell in the dry down, while in the opening you're not really gonna smell it. So they talk about, let me put here the name so you know what I'm talking about. So they talk about some gourmand hints. It's very sensual. It's like vanilla ice cream with accords of, how do you say, skin that has been in the sun, you know, that type of feeling. Then a gourmand fig note. There's also a coconut image, so there could be something coconutty. Then solar vanilla and, you know, just the sunny beach. So this is the type of idea that this perfume wants to evoke, and I think it does. And it does it in a way that it's not the usual suntan, sunscreen, lotion type of perfume. I think the idea of putting the fig is really nice, because the greenness of the fig is cutting through the usual suntan type of perfume. And it's not even if you were to get rid of the fig, this is not so much of a usual sunscreen lotion type of perfume. So I actually I really like this one. Well done. In the, you know, in 100,000 perfumes that are, you know, like a sunscreen like, this is well done. And then we have Blonde Purple. So when you see a name like this one, whether you're gonna think some iris, some violet, and some sunny notes, forget that. Forget that. Well, the sunny notes are in there, but the rest, no. But it's really nice. That was a pleasant surprise. First of all, what I smell in here now that this has been drying down is the grapefruit. I smell grapefruit. Like a woody grapefruit perfume. But that's not what it is, according to the notes. Maybe on the skin it's gonna be different. I haven't tried this one on skin, I should try it. But I have many samples today to go through, so I don't want to put them on my skin. I will put them on my skin, you know, after I select the best ones, so that I can think of whether I want to buy a full bottle or, you know, like some decants. Like in this case, I would probably start with a 15 milliliters since they have it. And then enjoy it and see whether I want to upgrade to a full bottle, which I think is always the best approach. Yeah, so anyway, so when you spray it immediately, what you're gonna smell when you spray it in the opening are the, oh, I didn't tell you the note, I'm sorry. So the main notes are mango sorbet, so like ice cream mango, then cassis, syrupy cassis, and Ylang Ylang flowers. And if you follow me, you know that I love cassis, syrup, and Ylang Ylang flowers. These are two of my favorite notes. And so, yeah, of course I'm gonna like this one. When I saw the note, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I could smell the Ylang Ylang, but I didn't recognize the cassis as such. So it's not a cassis like you have in other perfumes. You know, you don't really recognize it as such, or at least I didn't. So when you spray it, you smell the mango, and you're gonna smell the Ylang Ylang for sure. I can spray it another time. Oh, where did it go? It went somewhere. Yeah, you have the mango in the opening. And then you can smell the Ylang Ylang. And yeah, the cassis I don't recognize as such, I told you. But yeah, so they say that this is a very sensual perfume. It's a tropical nectar. You know, they highlight the ylang, they talk about the, you know, the cassis and the luxurious garden, and they talk about a very sensual perfume, which I tend to agree with. It's very beautiful. So these are my two favorites by far. This is a dupe, so, you know, like nothing. Yeah, it's nice, but it's a dupe. I also like these two, I mean, which are around Sandalwood. Maybe this one more, but this is better for this season. And these three, to me, they're nothing special, but yeah, I'm sure it depends also on personal taste. I think this is very well done. Also this one, I've never smelled a Fanta perfume, and I think this is also very realistic. And this one, it's really not my style, but yeah, let me know if you know this brand, which ones you prefer, and you know, if you agree with me or disagree. That would be very interesting also for the other people watching this video. Bye!